The Red Sea is more than a body of water. It's a liquid highway, a corridor that has connected civilizations, cultures, and commerce for thousands of years. For millennia, this narrow stretch of water has shaped the rise and fall of empires, serving as a lifeline for trade and a stage for power struggles. Its slender channel, wedged between the continents of Africa and Arabia, has always been a magnet for ambition and a strategic focus for rulers and merchants alike. Whoever commands these waters holds the keys to commerce, influence, and the movement of goods between East and West, a power that has never lost its relevance. In the modern era, the Red Sea's importance has only grown, acting as the vital link between the Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea through the Suez Canal, one of the world's most crucial maritime choke points. Every year, nearly 12% of global trade and a significant portion of the world's oil supply pass through these waters, making the Red Sea a true artery of the global economy. At its southern tip lies the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a narrow passage where the world's shipping lanes are squeezed and where global trade is perpetually at risk from instability or conflict. In 2024, Houthi missile attacks launched from Yemen sent shockwaves through international shipping markets, slashing cargo volumes, rerouting vessels, and exposing just how fragile this vital corridor can be. This disruption was a wake-up call for the world, a stark reminder that stability in the Red Sea cannot be taken for granted, but must be actively protected and secured. Now, a new scramble for influence is underway, as nations race to establish naval bases, secure port leases, and project power along these critical shores. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are higher than ever. The Horn of Africa, once seen as a remote periphery, has become central to global strategic calculations, drawing the attention of world powers and regional actors alike. Eritrea, with its long and strategically located coastline, has emerged as a key prize in this unfolding geopolitical drama, its ports and position now coveted by those seeking to shape the future of the Red Sea. Eritrea's geography is its destiny. Over 1,100 kilometers of Red Sea coastline make it a strategic asset. This narrow strip of land, perched on the Horn of Africa, has long been a crossroads of trade, culture, and conflict. Its position at the intersection of Africa and the Middle East has shaped its history and continues to influence its future. Once isolated by sanctions and policy, Eritrea's coast is now coveted by global powers. The world's attention has shifted, recognizing the immense value of its maritime access and the untapped potential of its ports. Two ports define its maritime identity, Massawa in the north and Assab in the south. These harbors are more than just entry points, they are lifelines for trade and vital links in global shipping networks. Massawa, with its deep harbor and colonial history, is Eritrea's commercial gateway. Its unique blend of Ottoman, Egyptian, and Italian influences tells a story of centuries-old connections to the wider world. But Assab, just 60 kilometers from the Bab el-Mandeb, commands one of the world's most critical maritime choke points. Whoever controls Assab can influence the flow of goods and energy between Europe, Asia, and Africa. A presence in Assab allows foreign powers to project influence into the Gulf of Aden and Indian Ocean. It's a strategic foothold that can tip the balance of power in the region. For Gulf nations, a stable presence here is a national security imperative. The safety of their shipping lanes and energy exports depends on Eritrea's cooperation and stability. This advantage has thrust Eritrea into the center of a bidding war for its ports. Competing interests from the Gulf, Asia, and beyond are eager to invest, each seeking a stake in this vital corridor. Eritrea, in need of investment and diplomatic rehabilitation, now holds powerful leverage. Its leaders must weigh the promise of development against the risks of foreign dependency. How it balances foreign capital with sovereignty will define its future and reshape the region, making Eritrea a pivotal player in the evolving dynamics of the Red Sea and beyond. The UAE was the first to recognize and seize upon Assab's untapped potential, seeing in its deepwater port and strategic location a gateway to influence the Red Sea and beyond. In 2015, the UAE secured a 30-year lease on the port, a move that would underpin its military intervention in Yemen and reshape the region's security landscape. Almost overnight, Assab was transformed from a quiet, overlooked outpost into a bustling military hub. New berths for warships, expanded airfields capable of handling heavy cargo planes, and advanced drone operations became the new normal. The port quickly evolved into a launchpad for airstrikes, rapid troop deployments, and naval blockades. giving the UAE unprecedented reach into the conflict zones of Yemen and the wider region. Even after scaling back its direct involvement in Yemen, the UAE maintained a robust security presence in Asab, signaling that its ambitions were not just temporary, but part of a long-term regional strategy. Today, Asab stands as a permanent anchor in the UAE's expanding network of military bases, stretching from the Gulf across the Red Sea to the Horn of Africa and East Africa. Emirati investment, totaling over $1.3 billion, has flowed not only into military hardware but also into roads, pipelines, and energy facilities, deepening Eritrea's economic dependencies and intertwining the two countries' futures. This unique blend of military might and economic investment has become the UAE's regional signature, allowing it to wield both hard and soft power in tandem. The model pioneered in Asab has since been replicated in places like Somaliland and Tanzania, cementing the UAE's status as the dominant external power in East African maritime affairs. Asab was the blueprint, a bold demonstration of how a small Gulf state could project power and reshape geopolitics far from its own shores. The port's dramatic transformation has redefined the balance of power in the Horn of Africa, making Asab a symbol of the UAE's far-reaching ambitions and strategic vision. While Asab draws military attention, Massawa is Eritrea's key to economic revival. Its deep water harbor and proximity to Asmara make it the logical hub for trade and development. For Eritrea to escape isolation, Massawa must be revitalized. Regional players see Massawa as an opportunity for economic partnership, not just military leverage. Investments in infrastructure could unlock value for Eritrea and the wider Horn, including landlocked Ethiopia. Massawa offers Gulf rivals a chance to build influence through development, not militarization. For Eritrea, this is a chance to diversify partnerships and modernize while retaining control. The port's future is a diplomatic dance. Prosperity or entanglement hangs in the balance. Saudi Arabia's approach to Eritrea is quieter than the UAE's but no less strategic. As the world's top oil exporter, Saudi Arabia's priority is secure maritime routes for its exports. Instead of building large bases, it invests in Eritrea's infrastructure, roads, electricity, agriculture, to stabilize the country and build goodwill. This strategy reduces the risk of instability and ensures Eritrea remains a reliable partner. Saudi ambitions extend to the entire Red Sea basin, with logistics projects in Djibouti signaling long-term plans. Riyadh acts as a regional anchor, often mediating and stabilizing, as seen in the 2018 Eritrea-Ethiopia peace deal. By fostering stability and economic ties, Saudi Arabia secures its interests without a heavy military footprint. It's a subtle but powerful game, ensuring the Red Sea remains a secure artery for its wealth. In the shadows of the UAE-Saudi axis, Qatar and Turkey have emerged as challengers in the Red Sea. Qatar uses financial power, loans and infrastructure projects to secure influence in Eritrea and the Horn. Turkey, driven by a neo-Ottoman vision, has signed long-term port deals in Sudan and Somalia, projecting both commercial and military power. Turkish drones and military cooperation have shifted regional conflicts, notably in Ethiopia. These moves offer Eritrea alternatives to the dominant Gulf bloc, increasing its leverage. By investing in infrastructure and security, Qatar and Turkey keep the competition fierce and unpredictable. The Red Sea's geopolitical chessboard is more crowded and volatile than ever. For Eritrea, foreign interest is both opportunity and risk. The rivalry among Gulf states offers a chance to attract investment and aid, but every deal comes with strings attached. Allowing foreign military bases, as with the UAE and Asab, means ceding some sovereignty and risking entanglement in external conflicts. Eritrea's challenge is to harness investment for development while avoiding political subordination. This requires nimble diplomacy, engaging all sides without exclusive allegiance. By keeping channels open to the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Turkey, Eritrea maximizes its bargaining power. The influx of Gulf money could spark prosperity, or create a neo-colonial reality. The line between sovereign partner and client state is thin, and Eritrea walks it daily. Its choices now will echo for decades. Eritrea's strategic value is magnified by its neighbor, Ethiopia, a landlocked giant of 120 million people. Ethiopia's lack of sea access is a deep vulnerability, driving its reliance on Djibouti for trade. Eritrea's ports, Massawa and Assab, are the most direct route to the sea, but history and mistrust complicate access. Ethiopia's 2024 deal with Somaliland for a naval base sparked regional tensions, with the UAE backing Ethiopia and others, including Eritrea and Saudi Arabia, opposing. This move highlights Eritrea's leverage but also introduces new competition and risks. The alignment of regional powers over port access can instantly redraw alliances. As long as Ethiopia thirsts for the sea, Eritrea's coastline remains a powerful bargaining chip. The stakes for control and access will only intensify. The contest over Eritrea's ports is a microcosm of global shifts in power and security. The Red Sea's stability is vital for global trade. Disruptions ripple across continents. Houthi attacks in 2024 forced shipping detours, spiking costs and exposing vulnerabilities. International naval patrols from the US to China underscore the region's global importance. Instability in Eritrea could trigger piracy or attacks, threatening everyone. The rivalries here have humanitarian consequences, as seen in Sudan's crisis fueled by Gulf competition. Eritrea's choices will shape not just its future, but the security of a vital global artery. In an age of contested sea lanes, even small nations can have outsized impact. The world watches, knowingly or not, as the currents of the Red Sea touch every